We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Come on now, let's go. We're good, we're good. Here we go. Waiting.
Now it's the Boise State alone, Jay Ajayi. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know what a play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Waiting.
This is Ajayi. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey. Don't go. 180.
Play action. Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Black, come on.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Leopard!
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Rosen to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing on first is Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Dayon Buchanan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Shorty.
Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A dump off to Sproles. And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And Gresham has it left side. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he's got Gresham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. So 1:51 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Rosen. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On third down, Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2.
Lucky 56.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Bynes able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Space to run past the 20. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Detroit! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and it's second down. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Watch him now, Barney! Over!
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action here with Rosen. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I think we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st down, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 8 yards out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now it's Rosen. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now it's Rosen looking. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back.
And that'll be caught by Gresham for a Cardinal touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. So often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And out now come the Eagles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey. Don't go. 180. Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there from Ajayi. 72 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
120.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Here we go. 120.
Now Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey from 10 yards out. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Rosen on 1st and 10. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Rosen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Gone!
Rosen off the play action. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Detroit! Back there in that Philly, here we go!
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Lucky 56.
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
On the ball.
Wentz now on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing is Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Richard Rodgers from 19 yards away. And the Eagles are back within a score. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And Nelson's got it here right side. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fitzgerald. A good pickup there, a 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Detroit! Detroit! Over, 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 over!
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, over, over. Over, over. Over, 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 over.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Rosen will throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Dawson's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Looking deep for his tight end. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Great 15.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw. Wentz. And that's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Here
we go. Wentz to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ram.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. To throw is Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Here's Wentz to throw. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.